guys. So, about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I published a book called How Do I Adult? And it's a self-help book, mostly for young adults, but really for anybody. That basically gives you tips and guidance about moving out of your parents' house, going to college and if you should go or what you could do instead, moving into your own apartment or moving like far away, and other things like being in an adult relationship with somebody, dealing with your parents as an adult, stuff like that. Cooking. There's recipes in there, some of my favorite recipes, go-tos that I like to use and that aren't super time consuming, and also some general knowledge like how to correctly play Texas Hold'em, how to deal Texas Hold'em, like the basics if you wanted to have a home game with friends, and a little bit about writing and what it's been like for me and what I've done in my life so far. And then there's a chapter on other people's expectations of adulthood and what it turned out to be and how it's different from what they thought it was. But I wrote that book because I got fired. It was March. So I guess it was 2 months ago. Almost to the day, actually. Yeah, 2 months ago. From the job that I've had the longest in my whole life. I had it for 2 years. I usually either quit or just stop going to my other jobs that I've had in my life because they make me miserable and I don't like them, and my miserableness outweighed making money at the time. Now that's not the case, and it can never be the case again because I'm an adult and I live with somebody who I love, and we have to support each other financially as well as in other ways. So I was fired for the first time. I've never actually been fired, and it was shaking to me. I didn't expect to get fired. And I know from my awareness, and I know from being told so by numerous people, that I was one of the best employees they had there. I did a really good job, and I worked really hard, which I don't usually do. And they fired me anyway, and it felt bad, and I was upset. So I did a Google search that was like, what do you do when you get fired? Like, what do other people do? I had a job prospect lined up. Thankfully, it panned out, and I work there now, and it's much better than the place that I used to work. But still, I didn't know what to do with myself, and I didn't know how I should feel, and I didn't know how other people feel when that happens to them, and I wanted to know. So I Googled, and I found this post by this guy who said, when you get fired, here's a list of things you should do. And on the list was write a book. And the guy was like, write a 50-page book about exercise. Write a quick book about whatever you want and self-publish it. He said that he had a friend who did exactly that, who was broke when he self-published his book, and in a month he'd made $100,000. I don't quite expect to make $100,000, but a few thousand would be nice. That would be very helpful. But I took his advice to heart, and I wrote a book, I actually wrote the bulk of it over the course of like 3 days. And then, I edited here and there. I added a couple things. I added people's thoughts on adulthood at the end over the course of a few weeks, and then I was able to self-publish it. So far, it's actually doing fairly well, better than any other book I've published, which I am grateful for. I know that my friends are supporting me and sharing the book when they can, and I really, really appreciate that. But I wish I could do more to promote, and I'm actually struggling to come up with ideas besides Facebook ads, which I've already done, Amazon ads, which I've already done, and Twitter ads, which I've already done. So if you guys have any suggestions on promoting, on, what else I could do to do that, I'd really love to do something like with Barnes & Noble, but I don't know how I would even go about doing that since I'm self-published and I don't have a representative. But I'll look into it. In the meantime, if you would like any tips on behaving like an adult, experiencing young adulthood in a responsible way, or recipes and knowledge on how to deal poker, please check out my book, How Do I Adult? I will link to it in the post, the info down there. It's available in ebook for like $5 or $6, and then in print for like $25. And I apologize for the high price there, but I initially priced it at like $18, which I think is kind of reasonable, and Amazon said that I would make $0 off of that. They take $20 to make a print copy, so I had to make mine $24.99 or something to make $4.06, something like that, in profit. So I'm sorry, but some of you have already bought the print copy, a lot of you actually, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for your support. Yeah, that's it. I hope that you guys read the book. I hope you like it. I'm hearing positive feedback so far, so I'm feeling fairly optimistic about the future of that book. Okay, bye guys.